Sup guys, how's it going? And welcome to another Gamer Tech review. Now in this review, we're going to be taking a look at a Bluetooth speaker. Now this is quite a bit different to usual ones that we look at because before they're kind of small and they're meant to be super portable and just kind of stuff like that, whereas this one is a bit more of a big daddy. And here it is. Now it's made by a company called Psyc, which is a division of Sumvision, and it is called the Torre 2.1 Bluetooth speaker. Now this thing is really quite cool, and there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, the number of inputs that it has. Now it's got a built-in radio with a little antenna on it too, so if you haven't got an input device then you can just listen to the radio if you want to. But it's also got an SD card reader auxiliary in, so you can just kind of, you know, get a big SD card, whack tons of songs on that, put it in there, and then you're good to go. If you haven't got Bluetooth on your device, then you can connect it via the aux cable. The world is your oyster. Oh, I couldn't get my words out. Now it does come fully equipped with 3 drivers. You've got 2 on the front and also a subwoofer on the bottom, and it also does have a nice big port on the back to let out all of that displaced air. Now I must say, I cannot wait to give this a proper test, but we can't do that until we check out the box, so let's do that now. On the front of the box we can see a very impressive picture of the speaker itself, and I must say it does look quite mighty. It also gives us a really good indication of what kind of inputs it has, and also lets us know that it is a Bluetooth speaker. The sides of the box let us know it has Bluetooth, FM radio, an SD card reader, an auxiliary input, and also a USB port. It also shows us a nice shot of the bass driver on the bottom, and also has a stand on the top to hold your phone. Then finally on the back, it just kind of runs through the variety of inputs it has again. It lets us know that we can charge our device on the USB port, which is awesome. It's got 5 preset equalizers, and it is a 2.1 system. Now with the packaging out of the way, let's just take it out and have a little look at the speaker itself. And here it is in its box, so let's just crack it out and see what's inside. And there we have it. Now I must say, it is actually really cool looking. Like, I saw this front panel in all the pictures of it online and stuff, and I must say it does look really, really nice. Now included with the speaker we have a quick start instruction manual here, and we also have a little bag of extra cabley bits and also a remote control. So this remote control is going to come in very handy when operating it remotely. You've got volume and mode changes and things like that, so that's awesome. We also have an auxiliary cable, which is a 3.5mm male jack to another 3.5 pin male jack, and we can plug it in on the front of the device here and then plug it into phones and such. And then we also have a USB to mini USB cable here, which we plug it in like that, and then we connect this to a power source and then charge the speaker up. Now mainly focusing on the speaker, we have got this front panel here with the USB port, which you can use to charge up your mobile phones. We have a bass control slider here, so you've got minus and then plus bass. Auxiliary input, your power where you charge it. Then you've got previous play, next track, and your mode. You've then got volume down, pause, volume up, and then you've also got your on-off switch here, which if I flick it on quickly, you can see this screen will come on. Well, it says hello. It beeps and then lets us know what mode it's on. So at the minute it's on Bluetooth. If I press it again, it will then take us through the radio. Press it again, it will then take us through to Bluetooth. But the auxiliary also works when you just plug in the cable and then it will just start running off of that one. So on the front we can see we've got the 2 drivers here, and they are both 1.7 watts each. Then on the bottom we have a bass subwoofer driver as well, and this is 3 watts, so the most powerful of all the speakers on there. On the back we can see we have got a nice port here, so that will allow all of the displaced air from all 3 drivers to escape and give us a better sound. And then on the top we can see we've got the little antenna here for when we use the radio, and also a stand for us to put our phone or MP3 player or whatever device we are connected to it, which is quite cool, and a little carry handle too. So that's the speaker all unboxed. I guess it's time to connect my phone to it, play some tunes and see how it does. Now I must say I was very, very impressed with this speaker. It was so cool, and I'm really happy that I now have something like this in my life. Like the small Bluetooth speakers that I reviewed in the past, those things are really cool and handy if you've only got like a little bag, or you know, you're going to be in a room or something like that. However, if you're going to be going to like a park or an event or something like that and you want to have some music, then this is the perfect solution. The variety of inputs it has is fantastic. Like the fact that you can either use an SD card, auxiliary or Bluetooth, that is so handy. And the fact that it's got the USB out so you can charge your phone or tablet or whatever USB device that you want to, that's such a cool handy feature. So not only is this like the music center for your event, but you can charge your stuff from it too. Like that's perfect for if you want to go camping or something like that. It just kind of covers every angle. Also the fact that it's got radio in there as well, if you haven't got a device to play music, is quite cool. So it means that all you need to do is take this with you and you don't have to worry about anything else. It's all in one, it's all encompassing. Now the main thing you guys are going to want to know about is the volume, and I must say that again, I was very impressed with how loud this went. Considering that both the speakers on the front are 1.7 watts and the subwoofer is 3 watts, you wouldn't kind of expect it to get that loud. However, I must say that I was very, very impressed with how loud this speaker went. I could quite happily take this to a park or an event or something like that and have it sitting at probably 3/4 volume and have it be loud enough for everyone to be able to talk and enjoy the music at the same time too. Again as well, if you wanted to have some friends over to your house and have some music on in the background, you could just sit this up in the corner and just party, like go ham, it'd be awesome. Now on the website it says that you get 15 hours playback time, and I think that is correct, but only under a certain kind of set of situations. I.e. you haven't got the volume that high, you haven't got the bass that high, and you're probably using an auxiliary connection as opposed to Bluetooth. Now when I was using it, I found that I was getting between 10 and 12 hours out of it per charge. Now it isn't quite as much as what they say on the website, but to be fair, I was using this a lot more intense than I expect their tests were. I had it on pretty much full volume the entire time and I had the bass on full as well, also whilst using Bluetooth. So I must admit that I was hammering this thing and it lasted for a much appreciated amount of time. Cool, my English is terrible. It lasted for an awesome amount of time. Like, I'm very, very happy with how this performed. Like, to the point where this is coming with me to parties and everything. Whenever I'm doing anything, I'm taking this with me, and it's gonna be my best friend. I've got friends. Yeah, I've got friends. I've got friends, but you know, they're jealous. A lot of people I know as well have been talking about review items and shown this and posted this on my kind of personal Facebook and stuff a little bit. And I've had a fair few amount of people actually say to me that it looks really cool and that they want it. So I'm just saying as well, like, people want this stuff. Now, if you were looking to buy this for yourself, on Amazon at the minute, you're looking about £30. However, I have seen a couple of other websites online where it's going for as little as £19. Now, I personally would always prefer buying through Amazon because it's a trusted name and it's a brand and label, and you just know that you can trust it there. So, you know, feel free to give this £19 website a try. I'm not going to say what it's called, but I just found it quickly by Googling. But yeah, I personally want to buy this through Amazon myself, and £30 is definitely a worthy price for it. Like, the way it performed, it was wicked. Like, I was so happy with it. It was awesome. So this is gonna get a massive thumbs up from me. Big thank you to Sunvision for sending this through to me. You guys are awesome, you rock, and yeah, you make some wicked stuff. I'm just saying, like, if you've got any more of these that you want to send to me, feel free. Like, I'll quite happily take them off your hands. And that's gonna be it for me, so thank you very much for checking out this review. I hope you found it interesting and stuff like that, and yeah, just generally quite interesting and informative, really. If you haven't subscribed already, then click that big red subscribe button wherever it is in the window. It's probably gonna be one up or down. Definitely there's one down here, maybe one up the top there. Can't really remember, but definitely the one down there. And join the Gamertech family. I'll do reviews and vlogs and game videos and stuff like that. Lots of things that you would enjoy watching on the internet. Don't we all? Also, if you like watching live streams, then check out the description because there's a link to my Twitch channel, and on that Twitch channel I stream stuff like Hearthstone and Counter-Strike, and well, I streamed League of Legends before they nerfed the jungle and made me really sad. But I do lots of stuff like that, so go over there, check it out, and make sure you hit the follow button too. So I'll either see you over on Twitch or I'll see you here on YouTube next, whichever comes first. So until then guys, stay fresh. Now, in order to test this, I ran Battlefield 4 running at 1920 by 1080, so full HD, and had everything on ultra settings. Now, in this review, we're going to be taking a look at a PlayStation 4 controller dock made by Venom, and here it is! Now, this is a twin docking station, which means that you can put two controllers on it at the same time,